Hi, everybody, and welcome to the latest Perpetual Protocol community call. It's really great to have you all here, and we're looking forward to this call once again. And this time, actually, we have an extra large number of hosts, which is really great. It's great to see so many team members joining us today. One bit of sad news is Hannah will not be joining us today. She's a bit busy, so we're giving her a day off. But don't worry, she'll be back next time. So this time I'll be the main host. Hopefully we can get by without her. All right, we've also got a new person you may not have met before on our call today. It was Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
So Teresa's helping out with operations and also some community stuff in both English and Chinese communities. So you'll probably see her around if you're in our Discord. We've also got with us Andrew again. Once again, it's been a little while since we saw you, Andrew. Great to have you back.
Hey guys, looking forward to it.
All right, and we have back on the call again, Leonie. Great to see you, Leonie.
Yeah, great to be here as well. Hi, everyone.
And we have Houston, if we may remember from previous calls. Houston, great to see you again.
Good morning, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, Houston's time zone is actually the morning. So,
yeah, GM.
Yeah. And finally, last but not least, we have our co-founder, Yenwan, who's joined us for many calls, and it's always great to have you back. Hi, Yenwan.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, nice to be here.
All right, excellent. How's everybody surviving this bull market? I think maybe in the last call, we thought the bull market might not last, but it seems to be digging in. So hope everybody's doing okay.
I think you mean bear market.
Oh, okay.
Like it's wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. Oh dear, the bear. It's already having an effect on me, so it's not going well. But yeah, we definitely saw some very bearish looking stuff happening, like people claiming that Three Arrows is getting liquidated and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys heard any other similarly unpleasant sounding news.
Yeah, between the Three Arrows stuff and the Celsius stuff, it's a wild time out there. Unfortunately, the FUD keeps coming out fast and heavy when we're in these deep bear market cycles. So yeah, I think it's part of unfortunately part of the shakeout process.
Yeah, for sure. Anyone who thinks I'm smiling too much right now, I've been through a couple of bear markets already, so I'm sort of used to it. But if this is your first one, then I feel your pain. Don't give up. It won't last forever. So whatever happens, yeah, keep on keeping on. All right, well, I don't want to get bogged down too deeply in despair. We do have some great news despite everything. So let's get started with the updates for this week. Let me just share my screen. All right. All right, so we'll just get into it right away. This is already the 32nd issue and the 28th community call. And yeah, the first bit of news we have, which probably everybody knows at this point, is we now have a new collateral option, and that is Frax. So if you're a fan of Frax or you want to use Frax as collateral, this is your chance. Yeah, so great new collateral option. And going forward in the next few months, we should see a few more collateral options. I don't know what they're going to be exactly. In fact, I have no idea what they're going to be. So if you have some sort of favorite collateral or a collateral that you want to see on the platform, definitely let us know. We'll be glad to hear about it. Anybody want to make some comments on this? Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, this is a partnership that we're really excited about, and we're constantly looking for different projects to find ways to help leverage our brand and help build theirs as well. And so working with Frax is just an exciting opportunity for the team. Yeah,
for sure. And that's one of the reasons that we put multi-collateral as our sort of top priority for development at the beginning of the year. It opens up a bunch of partnership opportunities. So hopefully we'll see some more of those coming up in the future. I don't know I don't think there's any in the pipeline right now, but definitely the possibility is there. So really looking forward to that. All right. Next item we have is Yeah, we have a couple of new bots out. We announced this previously, but now they are out for real. And actually, right after this call, so about an hour from now, we'll have a workshop by our super talented and often hilarious Wei Ting, who is one of our core team members and has been with us for over 3 years. So one of our really OG team members. And there are 3 different components to this, but of use to most people are the Perp maker bot and a Perp arbitrageur bot. So the maker bot helps you to actually provide liquidity on the platform more easily than a manual strategy. And the Perp arbitrageur lets you run arbitrage between Perpetual Protocol and FTX. If you've been around since the V1 days, you'll know that we had a bot for this on V1 that was actually quite popular. We had a lot of people asking in the Discord about how to run it. So yeah, there are the MakerBot workshop, like I say, is in an hour from now. And the Arbitrageur bot workshop will be on Friday, at least, Friday, 2 p.m. UTC. So if you're interested in either of those, definitely check it out. Now, the workshop will actually be geared towards sort of non-technical users. You don't need to be able to program or do any of that to actually run the bot. You will need to be comfortable with the command line. The bot's running the command line. So there is that small, what's the word, obstacle, I guess. But honestly, personally, I love command line. So I think, of course, that's like the best way to run it. And it's a lot of fun. So check it out. Yeah, definitely look into those if you're interested in doing some automated strategies. All right, so moving along, we have support for Coinbase mobile wallet. I think we discussed this last time. So this is now live and ready to go. So Coinbase wallet users, definitely check this out. If you have any questions about this, obviously let us know. We're happy to hear more. And also, if you have some favorite wallet that's not being represented, feel free to let us know. We don't guarantee that we'll be able to add it, but we'll definitely look into it. All right, just keep this thing rolling. Yeah, so we have some new content on our YouTube channel, and we've been putting a bunch of effort into the YouTube channel to make sure we have how-to videos and so on. And yeah, these are looking pretty good. Anybody want to comment on this? All right.
I think in general, they're quite self-explanatory from the title, but just to add on, I think the bridging and depositing is more geared to beginners. We get the question a lot, like, how do I get the funds over to Optimism? So if you want to learn how to do that, you can watch that video. And then the multi-collateral one actually focuses on if you're using ETH or wrapped ETH as collateral and how it works with the 82.5%. We talked about it a bit during one of the community calls. So if you want to dig deeper on that one, I suggest to watch it. Like our content writer, Jamie, did the videos, and I think they turned out really well.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Jamie is the voiceover on at least one of the videos. Andrew, are you one of the voiceovers?
Not yet. They don't like my voice enough yet, but I've been practicing. I think pretty soon I'll be allowed.
Well, they must not have heard your voice. I think it's great.
We didn't know you're open to it, but now we know, so we'll ask you for the next one.
All right. I definitely enjoyed Jamie's English accent. He's got a really great, I don't know exactly what accent that is, but sounds like maybe a London accent. It's pretty cool. So
yeah, I think it's London.
Yeah, sounds like Queen's English.
I don't think it's Queen's English. It's got a bit more flavor than that. But
okay.
Yeah, definitely check those out. Yeah. I don't know if Jamie would call it spicy. Yeah. All right. Before we embarrass ourselves further, let's keep on rolling here. All right. So yeah, we have a couple of those videos up. Check them out especially if you're a beginner. And hey, even if you think you know everything, you might learn something from it. Who knows? So give it a shot. All right. Another little bit of excitement we had in the last couple of weeks was the poker tournament. I'm sure some of you heard about it, especially if you're a poker fan. and this was set up by Tea House. So let's see, Jamie, do you want to comment about this? Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, no worries. So
Jamie.
poker tournament was really, really fun. I was competing in one, but just to give some shout outs or to give some overview, we had 3 spots in the Lyra hosted tournament. And so we decided to host our own in-house community tournament to see who won the spots. We gave one to Phoenix because he is a professional. So we thought across the board that makes sense. And then the other 2 were open to the community. So the first tournament was won by Night Lotus. So congratulations. And then the second one was won by DGen. He actually beat me out in the final table on an all-in hand, which was very depressing, but that's all right. And then Phoenix went on to finish second in the OP tournament, and DGen landed 6th. I'm not sure exactly where Night Lotus landed, but he said he struck out early. But it was nice to see that we had some really great representation in the OP tournament, and we are clearly a powerful player in the poker community.
Well done, team. Well done.
Well done, well done. Although Andrew, I don't know how you thought you're going to beat a guy named DGen. I'm just
Yeah, he was chirping me after, explaining that he came in with a strategy to beat me, and I fell for it. So I shouldn't have been so confident.
That's funny.
Brutal. All right, so looking forward to more fun like that. I think we'll probably have a few more things like that in the pipeline, but yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
By the way, we have a small comment in the YouTube chat. Hannah says that Jamie said he deliberately tried to use Queen's English for the video.
Wow, all right then. I don't dare say otherwise. So that's great. All right, so moving along, we have CoinMarketCap, the Capital Conference. And yeah, our co-founder Yohan will be actually joined this. I guess it's past tense now. Yohan, do you want to share anything from that?
Sure. So, I mean, it's just a kind of a conference, like talk about, I mean, the DEX, the improvement about DEX. But of course, we are in a bear market right now. So I think that, I mean, the performance of DEX is not as good as like past year. But still, I mean, like there are several like, I think like the new like direction that people are working on. So like for us, we are, you know, like I think for the derivatives, I mean, in DeFi, you just like haven't really picked up yet. So I mean, I do believe that there, I mean, you know, it always goes in traditional finance. It always goes like, you know, spot market first, and then maybe futures, and then options, and then you have like RS. I mean, like all the more like advanced like derivatives. So yeah, I mean, like I do believe that like us, we keep working on this field. I mean, like it should, I mean, have more adoptions in the future. And there are other projects like 1inch. They spend more like efforts on the code chain like compatibility, try to move funds like a code chain. And I think that's really cool. Like several projects has like already like working on that, but I think like 1inch, the market leader, if they can integrate that, that would be really cool. And I think the third one is OCAR, yeah. So like you know, like top one, like spot trading DEX, Solana. I think they are actually, I mean, like more like kind of like built toward on the usability side, because I think like they are, you know, like Stepan actually is like I mean the main trading like the interface is actually OCAR, and I think yeah, they got some success like trying to build like the consumer-facing interface, so it's really easy to use and mobile integrated. So yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, I think that's just like what I learned from that talk.
Awesome, thanks for that update. So if you want to see the full talk, it is available. The link is in the newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, there's all kinds of great links in there. So definitely check that out. There's a link on our Twitter to access the newsletter, so you can find it there. All right, moving on. Another very interesting bit of news for people interested in basis trading is the integration of DComma's basis trading strategy, which is now live. Now they state that this is test in production, so you can put real money into it, but it's real money that you might lose. I mean, obviously they expect it to work fine, but there's still some testing going on. However, there was a $50,000 maximum, which has already been reached. So probably if you're interested in this type of thing, just check out, take a look at it and watch for the next vault, because there will be more opportunities to get in. And the first vault is sort of a test batch. So, who knows if exactly what's going to happen, but everybody involved is pretty optimistic. I definitely am. Did any of you manage to get in?
I wanted to get in, but the capacity was already full. So I'm super sad. So I'm waiting on the announcement that they hopefully increase it, because I think they do want to increase the capacity after some time, after they see that everything's working fine.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I got lucky. Somehow I saw the announcement. I was like, okay, I'll just try. And when I went to look, there was only a few $1,000s. So I got in with a very small test amount. Obviously, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. So yeah, I got a test amount in, and we'll see. On the first day, I have to say though, or a couple of days after, I checked and I had actually lost some money. But then I checked today and I had earned a bit of money. So we'll see. You can also, this is an automated basis trade strategy. So if you're not familiar with what basis trading is, basically you open a position, you're earning the funding rate. So you open a position on, let's say, a perpetual protocol that earns the funding rate. So recently, for example, ETH has been always had a positive funding rate. So that means if you open a short, you can earn the funding payments. And so that's one component, and you need a second component to hedge that market risk. So let's say you open the ETH short on perpetual protocol, you'll need to find an ETH long or just buy ETH on another venue to balance that trade out. So you don't lose or make any money on the ETH itself, but you do earn that funding payment. So this is a strategy that some people like, but at the same time, it does require some maintenance. You have to make sure that the funding rate doesn't start to turn against you, basically. So DCommas is a great way to get an optimized and automated strategy for that. So we're really looking forward to seeing how that goes in the future.
We actually also had a workshop with them where they talk more about what basis trading actually is. So if you're interested, I think you can find it on our YouTube channel. It was a super interesting workshop hosted by us, and we had one of their guys over who explained everything in a bit more detail. And I feel like it's kind of a basis trading season. So we have some other projects also working on basis trading vaults on top of perpetual protocol. So I think there's more to come.
Yeah, so there's a sliver of good news in the bear market. So check out some basis trading. Could be a good option. All right, moving along. So that's what we've been that we saw in the last couple of weeks, and coming up for the future in this development sprint, we've got limit orders, and we've actually got a sneak peek. I don't know if I can actually show this. I'm guessing, hold on. If you haven't seen this sneak peek already, I will try and show it to you now. All right, so here it's actually running. I'll let it just run again because we missed the start of it. So as you can see, this is the limit order interface, and here it is running. So for the last, let's see, no, actually earlier when was that? Last week, we were actually testing this internally. So I can confirm that it does work, which is great. Obviously, there's still some tweaks to be done, more testing and audits and so on. So it won't be out right away, but as you can see, there's a working thing already. So this is great news. This means that limit orders are not too far away. So really looking forward to that, especially in a bear market. You don't want to be leaving your positions open without attending them. And this is a way to make sure you can protect yourself against big unexpected movements while you're sleeping or doing something else. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
We got some great comments under that, like, finally I can sleep at night.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Johan, do you want to add anything about the limit orders?
I mean, just like progress-wise is internal testing right now, and hopefully we can have like kind of like a public beta testing. I mean, in the near future. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, really looking forward to that. And it's a distributed system, so it means you'll also be able to run some of the components yourself potentially in the future. So looking forward to introducing that as well.
Do you say introduce? Oh, okay.
Oh, I just mean like roll that out and let everybody start playing with it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the next thing we have, actually, unfortunately, Hannah's not here. She could talk to us about it, but there's a talk that Hannah will be giving at the Google Cloud and Web3 forum on the tokenomics behind the curve wars. And that's interesting for us because we will be launching a new tokenomics system that we're building right now that's based in part on the curve VE token model. Obviously, Curve and Perpetual Protocol have some fairly significant differences. So the way the token itself will work will be slightly different. We're not sure if it's going to trigger a war. Maybe not at the beginning. I mean, the Curve wars did take a while to get started. So who knows? Maybe in a year or two, we'll have the Perp wars. You just never know. But yeah, so Hannah's going to give this talk. I think it says the time, if I'm not mistaken, the date is something like the 22nd.
Yeah, I think it's next week, June 22nd.
I'll just take a quick look at that. It's in about a week. Yeah, June 22nd. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. And yeah, if you're a fan of Hannah, go and support her. The next thing as well, an event coming up is ETH Barcelona. So anyone who's nearby Barcelona, or if you love Spain, you want to find an excuse to go to Barcelona, ETH Barcelona is a great excuse for that. And we have two of our community members. In the newsletter, it says Xiao, and that's actually not, we have many team members with the same name. That's sort of a Perpetual Protocol inside joke, basically. So we have at least two people named Xiao, and we have other people like I'm named Lee, and we have a person named Leo, and we have Leonie. So we have lots of this kind of, so yeah, we have Xiao, who is the co-founder, and we have Xiao, who's one of our engineers in the smart contract team. And he will be there. He's a super friendly guy. He also speaks a bit of Spanish. So if you speak Spanish and you're from Spain, go and have a chat with him. And if I'm not mistaken, someone else on this call, at least one other person, will be there.
Yeah, I will be there, like the two of us. So if you're around, as Lee already said, definitely come by, listen to the talk, say hi. We're super happy to meet any like Perpetual Protocol interested person.
Yeah, for sure. So if you are planning to go, definitely let us know via our Discord or send us a message on Twitter. Those are probably the best ways to reach us on this topic. All right, so moving along. Yeah, so we have a product stats update, which is that we crossed the threshold of 10 million fees collected, 10 million in fees collected. And if you know the V2 system, you will know that 90% of these fees actually get paid to LPs, the makers on the platform. So if you're interested in market making, there is money to be made. As I often say, it's not easy to make this money, but it's definitely possible. So if you're interested in learning more about it, let us know or check out our documentation. We have a new, actually, we never really announced this, but we have a new support site called support.perp.com. where we've moved all of our docs onto that. And the search function works really well. That's the main reason we chose that platform. So definitely check that out. There's information there about how to be a maker. And if you have any more questions, we have a special channel in our Discord for, I think it's called the Maker Strategy channel. And there's some discussion that happens in there. We're always happy to see any questions that pop up and happy to help you out with that. So yeah, bit of a milestone for the platform and looking forward to the next one. I guess maybe it'll be 50 million or 100 million. In a bear market, it might take a while to get there, but we definitely will get there. All right, moving along. We have a grants update. Andrew, do you want to take it from here?
Yeah. So really excited to announce these two partnerships. First is going to be with the group known as Fuerte. As we mentioned before, I think it was Leone who said it, that this may be the season of basis trading. They'll also be creating a basis trading vault that you'll be able to use on Perp V2, which is exciting because if you missed that first one, hopefully they'll be able to get theirs out pretty quickly and everyone will be able to invest in it. And then the second group is Perpetual Protocol LP/trading tool. So as the name suggests, what they're doing is they're actually building a tool to give insight on the liquidity side. So for liquidity providers, they'll be giving insights such as visualize changes to impermanent loss, margin ratios, and as well as other parameters. Because again, what we do essentially with the grants committee is try and empower projects who can directly assist the individual traders, the retail traders, or on the market making side, just give people benefits onto the platform. So we're really excited to work with both of these groups. And if you're interested in seeing some of our upcoming partnerships, there's a link right on the newsletter, which you can click into.
Yeah, so if you're not already subscribed to the newsletter, definitely check that out. There's a link on our Twitter where you can access that, or you can come and ask in our Discord or any other platform. We'll be happy to link you up. All right. We have one last item on the agenda here before we get to the Q&A, and that is OP airdrop allocation. So users of the sort of initial airdrop for users has already been sent out, and now we're looking, the next step is sort of the, I think they call it phase 0, but I'm not sure. Anyway, because here it says phase 1. Anyway.
It should be phase 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
So phase 0, which is, in a way, it's phase 2. I mean, they already gave out some airdrop, but anyway, they have their own numbering system, and we'll go with that. So in phase 0, Perp is, as a sort of major project on the Optimism platform, we have been able to secure 9 million OP. So those tokens will hopefully be delivered. I heard a rumor it could be at the end of the month, but I'm not exactly sure. Once they are delivered, we'll start putting those tokens to work, and yeah, hopefully boost the protocol even more. All right. Any last comments about that? All right. Okay, so I think we're about ready for the Q&A. Houston, are we ready to get started?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the. Yeah, of course, you got to talk about the oats. So, of course, as per our tradition, we're gonna do a little oat drop here. So, in a few moments, head over to our Discord. Actually, you can head over now. In a few moments, we're gonna open up a channel over there, and this channel will be called the NFT whitelist channel under the community call category. Once that channel opens, we just ask you to drop your wallet address in there. Please only deposit one wallet address to whitelist. If we find that you have more than one wallet address, unfortunately, we're going to have to remove your entries because we don't want to have folks, basically claiming, unduly amount of oats. So what I'll do is I'll open it up right now. Actually, Lee, do you have the ability to open it up, or I can click up?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, so Lee's going to open it up right now. We're going to leave it open for the rest of our call for another 10-15 minutes. Again, this oat will be claimable within the next day. So we're going to whitelist your address here. And the next day, we're going to just parse through the list, make sure there are no
there aren't too many duplicate entries. Again, just type it in once. You don't have to type it in more than once. If it's in Discord, we will see it. You don't have to worry, you don't have to type in the same address 4 or 5 times. Once is enough. And then you'll be able to claim it within the next day. And as always, if you are concerned about your privacy, then make sure that you spin up a new wallet address to claim this OAT. And I think that's it. And as I see now, people are now going into that channel. So once again, go to our Discord server, look for the community call category, and there is a channel now open called NFT Whitelist, where there are folks furiously dropping in their addresses as we speak.
You can tell whose job it is to sort through the duplicate addresses.
I am, yeah, elbows deep in wallet addresses after these calls.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys, we will get to them all. Just drop them in that channel. It'll be open for the next several minutes. Okay, so we'll open things up to questions, and we've actually already got some questions collected by the amazing Teresa, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, we've actually got a lot of people asking today, and this may hint to something coming up this summer, which, I mean, it's pure speculation at this point, but a lot of people are asking if we are going to be launching on Arbitrum. So originally we planned to launch on Arbitrum back when we started work on V2, and at sort of the last minute, we switched to Optimism due to concerns that the bandwidth on Arbitrum might not be up to the task. However, that's sort of a very temporary problem, and eventually Arbitrum will launch Nitro. I'm actually not sure of the latest on Arbitrum Nitro. Does anybody know?
I don't think they have launched it yet. So maybe takes more time. Yeah.
All right. So definitely a prerequisite to launch would be Arbitrum Nitro launching. And also, as far as I know, at this point, we are focused on other features like tokenomics and the limit orders. So we don't have any plan to launch on other platforms. However, tokenomics and limit orders will eventually launch. After that, we'll probably be looking at private markets. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yewan, do you have any thoughts about multi-chain strategy?
I think I guess like currently we are still working on like having the most like useful features on the platform. Like, like market capital definitely one of them, and limit order is the most requested one. And at the same time, we are also updating our tokenomic to add in more feature, and like V scale, like locking, and also fees, like fee sharing in the future, and all this. So I would say I think we need to be the best project on one chain first, and then we actually move cross chain. So I think that would be a lower priority, at least for now. But definitely once once the market pick up, and then once there are some new like layer 1 or layer 2 that got lots of attention, we definitely want to be there like after.
Yeah, awesome. All right. All right, so another question we had was, will you go over live arbing, I guess means arbitraging practice? I assume in the workshop, there will be more about this. I'm not exactly sure what the workshop will really, what the content of it is. That's been set up by Waiting. So I would highly recommend, if you're interested in that, go and check out what Waiting has to say. I'm pretty sure there will be a live demo, so go and check that out. Okay, so another question is, any updates about the OP airdrop? So OP airdrop was sent to regular users of sort of early users of Optimism, and that included a lot of Perpetual Protocol users, but that was a couple of weeks ago now. Well, more than that. Anyway, so the sort of second round of airdrop is being sent to projects like Perpetual Protocol that are operating on Optimism. And those tokens are sort of up to the project how to use those. And for the time being, our plan is to incentivize liquidity and do some other, maybe some like marketing events. In terms of a straight airdrop, I don't believe we have a plan for this right now. However, on our governance forum, which is gov.perp.fi, there is a proposal to send some of those perp token or OP tokens directly to users. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. However, that's not a plan that we currently have, but if there's a lot of support for it in the community, anything is possible. All right. The next question we have is, I'd love to hear a few short words about the auto arb and what kinds of attention it takes to stay on top of it. That's a great question. That's actually a very pertinent question because as far as I know, running an arbitrage bot, I mean, there are already people running arbitrage bots on our platform, and running, unless you have like a tuned custom strategy, then chances are you won't make a whole lot of money. So this is definitely a really great question, like how to stay on top of things. I would again encourage you to go to the workshop. I think the arbitrage bot workshop is in 2 days on Friday. So you can go and ask Wei Ting about this, and you may have some interesting answers. But in general, yeah, you have to run the bot and do some fine tuning of your own. Yewen, do you want to add to that?
Sure. Of course, you have to customize the bot a little bit. I mean, depends on the font size and other things. Mostly, I mean, like, so because we have running bots like in house like for a long time, I would say it's actually the same bot that we're running. But I would say trying to get the scalable like node access, you can definitely access the Optimism like official node, but sometimes when the traffic is it's really bad. I mean, it's it might hurt the ops. I mean operation. So I would say that's actually the most issue we have. Just like trying to get a scalable connection to the node. Other than that, I think the bot just, it actually shows a lot of information, about how you operate. So I think it's, definitely we are not running into a lot of issues, but just something you have to try on your own and then, learn about it a little bit.
Yeah, excellent. That's a great question. And running a bot is, it's a lot of fun. So check that out. All right. And a related question someone asked was, will the workshop be public on YouTube also? And the answer is yes, the workshops will be published on YouTube afterwards. So you can definitely check them out. If you're not available at the time of the workshop, go check that out. And of course, we welcome any questions about running the bots or getting them started in our Discord. In fact, we've already had some users asking about it, so there are people running them. And but Yewen makes a really excellent point, and this was true with the V1 bot as well. Really, you have to have your own node. Now, this might sound intimidating, but a lot of the node providers, like what's that one called? Alchemy, actually have a free tier, which would work to some degree with the bot, as far as I'm aware. So you can definitely check that out. All right, another question we have is, will the limit order system allow us to reduce positions rather than closing them? And the answer is absolutely yes. In fact, as far as I know, you cannot close the position with the limit order. What you need to do is, let's say you open a long for 1 ETH, and then you want it to close at a set price, then you would create a short of 1 ETH at the target price and close the position that way. Is that right, Yewen? There's no way to close position directly with a limit order? Yewen, you're muted, sorry.
Yes, you can. So there is limit order is a bit complex. So we have limit order. We also have stock limit order. So there is an option there that if you want to reduce only, you can specify that. So you only reduce the position. Okay, so can I reduce the position maybe like in half? Yes, you can. So you just use reduce only and then specify the amount. I think that will, you don't have to closing, like closing all like, in one go. So yeah, so we do have that kind of feature.
How about a closed position? Can you call like closed position, or is to close a position you just open the reverse trade?
Yes, you can. So yeah, that's that's the reduce only option.
Okay.
Reduce only. So like for example, I open a long ETH position. If I have that reduce position, reduce, I open I have a long ETH, and then I open a stop limit, maybe like a short, like maybe like just want to, stop my loss. I can specify, reduce only 1 ETH, so that you will close at, the 1 ETH long position that you just opened. Does it make sense? Do I answer your question?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think the question is, is there possibility to reduce the position? So that's definitely yes. And my sort of follow-up question was, is it possible to just directly close the position? Like,
okay, yeah.
Call close position on the smart contract, but I think it works by opening a reverse position. I think that's what you're saying, right? Okay.
You have to specify the amount.
Okay.
You cannot just like automatically close that. Because how it works is that we actually, so it's kind of like you sign a transaction that will be executed in the future. So which means that we need to have the exact field in that transaction, like how many positions you want to close. So you cannot just like close everything. You have to specify the number. Yeah, but I think you can calculate that, so it should be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing to note. If you're familiar with most centralized exchanges, normally if you have a market, maker order, then it will you can fill it, have a partial fill. Whereas on this limit order system, it will be all or none. So either fill completely or not at all. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to further questions. Let's see.
A lot of questions today, so a lot of people are curious and ask questions. It's great.
All right. It's excellent. So the next question we have is, will you change strategy considering the situation in the crypto market? And as far as I know, the answer is no. We are very confident that there's a need in the market for a perpetual derivative exchange, decentralized derivative exchange. And we're very confident that if we keep building and keep working hard, by the time the next bull market comes along, we'll be ready, and things will be great. So, Yewen, do you want to comment on that?
Yes. Yeah, I just have one thing to add on that. So basically, I think the thing we're building, decentralized perpetual exchange, this will not change. But I do think that maybe in the bull market, we might it's still like in discussion, but we might delay some of the feature and then bring some of the feature forward, because people in the bear market or traders, they tend to in favor of a more stable investment. So so in this way, we might work on something more less volatile, and then provide that investment option to our user. Nothing set in stone yet, but I just want to say that we will not pivot to NFT platform or anything like that, or gaming platform. It will not happen. But the derivative platform we build, actually we can build many things on top of it, and then we might shuffle it a little bit because of the bear market. We our goal is to build something that people want to trade. So definitely in different market there are different product that people want more. So yeah, we will just try maybe different things and then want to have that product market fit.
All right, thanks for that. We have we're sort of running out of time, unfortunately, because like I say, we have that other the workshop coming up in about 15 minutes, and we have to turn the channel over to waiting for that. So we have two last questions. I'm just going to answer really quickly, and then we're going to wrap it up. One person asks, how concerned are we about the merge? So this is the merge of the Ethereum beacon chain, turning Ethereum into a proof of stake system. I don't believe we're worried about this. As far as I know, it should be a very seamless process. So not too concerned, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And the last question is 50 or 75 bips rate hike? That's a great question. I don't believe anybody knows the answer, or maybe there's some news I'm not aware of, but maybe one of those two, maybe not, who knows?
Maybe 100 even.
Yeah, depends how crazy they're feeling.
Yeah.
All right, so like I say, we have to wrap it up, but it's been a really great call. Really been great seeing you all. If we didn't answer your question, I'm very sorry, and you're welcome to bring it to our Discord, and we'll happily answer it there. But that's all the time we have for now. Thanks for joining us to my 5 co-hosts. Been really great having you, and looking forward to the next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we are offline.